Should you take a bus? Public transportation? How about renting, perhaps a scooter or a rental car, and deal with all of the logistics that go with driving in a foreign country? You're on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong side.
Or maybe you pile into a taxi or an Uber and enjoy an opportunity to chat with a local.
It doesn't matter whether you died of falling out of a window.
If you had COVID,
If you saw somebody who had COVID when you were going down before you hit the pavement and they were across the street, you died of COVID. but the neatest thing about COVID right now in America is it has cured the cold, the flu, pneumonia. There are no other respiratory diseases in America right now. Nobody has died of anything.
In this episode, we get hauled out at the Boat Works and check the Magic Antifoul, and discuss the many different ways to get around while on solid ground.
I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away. Float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away.
Okay, so the boys are getting the battery out for the scooter.
I'm getting the battery out. Dad's sitting and watching.
I like watching.
So this is one reason why we don't use the scooter very often.
One reason we don't use the scooter often.
We don't use it at all.
Dad's too lazy to get it out.
It's pretty,
It's just
bulky, it's inconvenient.
There it is. Oh, it's very strong, and does he need help? I'm holding up this thing to watch here.
Oh my god, it's stuck on so many things. There we go. There she
Use
is.
your muscles, Jack.
Oh.
Are you still dating Lily? Come on. Get it?
okay. I got it.
I got it.
The most economical way to get around is by a cruiser's own 2 feet. It might not be the fastest, most comfortable sometimes, but we've covered lots of ground in various countries as we walk, 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 and walk some more. Sometimes carrying lots of trash, groceries, or boat parts. The kids will scout out a local skate park or surf shop and hop on their skateboards and travel miles just to hang out and spend the day on land, off the boat, and doing something they love. So tell everybody what's happening today.
Instead of scrubbing the hull, we're gonna haul out and get the hull washed down. We're gonna check the Magic Antifoul and just check up on stuff under the hull.
Yeah, see if it's working.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Is that ball in right there?
No, the ball's sitting
Is
up.
that ball in?
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I think all the same words.
Right there, buddy. case you guys don't know, this is Charmaine at the Boat Works. She is the #1 customer service representative here. If you have problems, she wants to hear about it. Talk to Charmaine at the Boat Works, Tony's right-hand girl. Woo! Get on it. All right, so this is 1 year in. We put the Antifoul on a year ago, and we've only just scrubbed I think we've scrubbed the hull with our hands in the water in Fiji 2 or 3 times, maybe just once. And this is what we got. We've been in some really brackish water. As you can see, this stuff just with your fingertips. The Antifoul works.
Yeah.
That obviously works. So this is a blade of paint right here, and there's barnacles all over this, you can see. So, and that's just 12 months old as well. So you can see there's a few barnacles growing where the application wasn't good. And but the idea of this Antifoul works good because it just rubs right off. So we've got some growth, some barnacle growth on the Magic Antifoul. It's not everywhere, but it is in spots, and I can't figure out why it's just in clusters in different spots. But as you can see, that it's not going to be a smooth surface after we get them off. So there's probably going to be growth again on here. And then in other places, you can see that there's spots that are peeling off. This is above the water line. I don't know if that's because of sun damage or poor application.
Yeah.
Bottom line is it's working. It's definitely working, but it's I don't understand why there's patches of barnacles in places and then there's no barnacles in other places. It makes no sense to me. And it's not sunshine driven, because everywhere where there's patches, it's underneath the hull, dark and that kind of thing.
There you go, son.
So my prop cutter got loose when we put the prop.
Yeah.
A rope cutter got loose when we put this on, and anyway, it's been rattling here, and it's been wearing down the thing here, and I got to get it off there because it's going to wear the shaft into. Already wore a bunch here. You do a lot of damage. I got to get it off of here.
I love the community here at the Boat Works. You're all friendly, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's a community, Sid. It's like a family, the Boat Works family.
Thank you for the shaft.
Yeah.
Holy cow, wait, what'd you do?
That was that prop cutter got loose.
Yeah, you took it off.
I just took it off, but it got loose on the way from here to Fiji, from Fiji to here.
Yeah.
And it was spinning, and it ate into that shaft.
That's what happened? That's where that...
Well, this was spinning.
there?
Yeah, that was spinning
Yeah.
around the deal.
Holy cow.
So
That is a lot of metal gone though.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just on one side. All right, we're done. We can go back in the water.
All right.
So this week we've been talking about traveling around, getting around from point A to point B. And so let's talk about that just a little bit. Rental car versus taxis. A lot of times rental cars are very expensive at a lot of these islands. You know, 50 to 100 bucks a day. Rental cars can eat up a lot of money. Uber and taxis. Uber's about the best deal going out there when you're in a first world country that has Uber. And so we do a lot of Ubering, but mostly we like to, if we're going to be at a port in a long period of time in one area for more than 6 months, we'll probably buy a used car and just use that car while we're there. Next time we're in the Mediterranean, we're going to buy a car and have a car with us the whole time we're in the Med. And because flights are so cheap, when we go from one place to the other, we'll just fly back to the car and we'll do a land tour back to the boat. But transportation is key, because after living on a boat for 4.5 years, when you're just sitting on the boat on an anchorage, it can start to feel like a prison. It can start to feel like you're trapped, and having the freedom of a car or a set of wheels to go somewhere and change the dynamic of your life makes a big difference. And when we're in cities, or when we're in, like right now, we're in Brisbane, the Gold Coast area, we like to be in the marina. We like to be where the cars are, and going and traveling, and whether we rent a car, buy a car, borrow a car, whatever the case may be, or have our scooters and stuff like that. We like to have mobility and not feel trapped. And then there's also public transportation. A lot of people that are on budgets use public transportation.
We've used the bus before.
And we've used the bus before because that was all there was. Buses are very restrictive. You got schedules to meet. I'm not a big public transportation guy unless I'm in Europe and I'm riding the trains. I love riding the trains in Europe. That is so much fun. We're not real bus people. I mean, even though they're cheap, to me, my time is worth more than trying to schedule buses all day long every day. That wears me down.
And hauling groceries on them.
And hauling groceries. And a lot of people do it because they have limited budgets. And it's fun to get with the culture and be with people on the buses and visit and experience that. So those are the means of transportation. So remember, when you come out here, and you're going to be out here long term, once you get past that second year probably, think about how you're going to live out here. Think about the kind of money you might spend out here. And the best deal if you're going to be somewhere long term is to buy a car. Yeah. And if not, have scooters or have OneWheels, have something where you can get around so you don't feel trapped and you don't have to rely on... unless they have trains and subways, that's a better public transportation that I do like. Yep. But I don't like riding buses. And that's just how we work. That's how we roll on the Z.
Now, when you say buy a car, what are you talking? A $20,000 car?
No, you buy a $2,000 or $3,000 car, beater. Buy an old beater that can go somewhere and haul your people in some pretty good shape. And if you lose, let's say you spent $3,000, if you lose $1,000 on it when you sold it and you kept it for 3 months, that was way cheaper than buying rental cars and taxis. Yeah, and you guys, if you don't watch the Cruising Kiwis, you need to watch them. The Cruising Kiwis on YouTube. They're good friends of ours. They loaned us a car. They were cruising on Australia while we were in New Zealand. So they let us use their car for almost 7-8 months. And it was so nice of them. And another big shout out to John and Sharon Groom. Yep. They've let us use their car here in Australia for a couple of weeks here. And we are very, very thankful. Thank you guys. Thank you for all of y'all for watching our show and for all your kindness. We appreciate all of it. And I'm talking on the camera while I'm driving down the road. Somebody's going to say that's unsafe. I'm sure it is.
We could walk to the laundry facilities here at the Boat Works, but it's about a half a mile, and it's hot today.
I didn't buckle it up.
Nope, unless you can drive. And as you saw in the last video, our friends from the Stradbroke Flyer loaned us their car to use while we're here.
No, just see them.
Yeah, it's still, they're like brand new.
They're vibrating because of all the other washing machines.
Start, boom. 43 minutes.
So, it takes this big old battery pack. Alright, so it works after a year in the hold. Hey!
There you go.
So these are good, but they're heavy. And they don't take up a lot of room, but they take up quite a bit. So the OneWheel's better. With this, you can put a backpack on, but you got to hold on to this the whole time, whereas the OneWheel, you don't have to. And
you don't have to have great balance for this thing.
No balance for this.
I can ride this. I mean, I haven't tried the OneWheel,
The difference between these stand-up scooters is you don't have the use of your hands, whereas the OneWheel works really good. But anytime you're in big marinas, it's always good to have transportation. I like those.
Yeah?
Oh, the balance that it takes. Holy cow. Those are pretty slick, aren't they? So what do you prefer, Kate? Do you prefer the OneWheel or do you prefer a scooter?
OneWheel.
Why?
Because it's smaller.
Yeah?
Like this is easy, obviously, and it can like you can put stuff on it, but like the OneWheel is smaller.
Alright, time to put it in the dryer.
making all these baskets. I'm gonna be a world record.
World record. Dryer sheets that I love so much. Here, throw all these in there. Here.
Not all of them.
Hey, there's a sock. Sweet. Thank you, love. Okay, so Kate is kicking my butt.
And I'm not even trying.
And she's not even trying. She always wins, and I hate it. She's got hotel, 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 hotel. All right, it's about over. You have
Wait. Which one did you land on? Oh, no, yeah, it's $100. $100.
All right, Scarlet Witch. She's being mortgaged.
Wait, 50, 60, 70, 80.
85, 86.
What are you losers doing?
I'm losing. She's taking
Mom,
all of my money.
just give me your cash and it'll be okay.
Just call it good. I lose again.
No, yeah.
Are you whipping on Mama?
I'm inevitable.
That's it. You're done. I can't stand it.
Liz cleans up the mess.
You always win.
So to wrap up this week's episode, guys, we've been talking about how we get around on land when we're living on a catamaran. And one of the things you want to make sure of, no matter what, is you always have to transport that mode of transportation in a dinghy. So make sure you get a dinghy that can hold all your gear, especially if you've got a lot of kids. And whether it's bicycles, whether it's scooters, whether it's skateboards, doesn't matter what it is, you need a dinghy big enough that you can haul that stuff and it won't get wet and you get just water all over everything. Because all this stuff, whether it's bicycles, skateboards, scooters, OneWheels, it doesn't matter. They need to be kind of marine grade because salt water corrodes them and water's bad for them. Oh.
Bless you.
So we got hauled out on the Magic Antifoul and it looks good. I think there's places in there where they diluted it too much and that's where we saw the barnacle growth. I think the product is good. Once again, we're still waiting on durability. We don't know how long it's going to last. Places where it peeled off, we think that was due to application as well. So it's definitely got to be applied right. And time will tell whether it's durable or not. As far as the soft growth, it does well. And where we saw the barnacles, we think that's because when they were putting it on, they diluted it too much in places, the guys who were putting it on, and that's what caused the barnacle growth. But time will tell. And as far as the boat works, we love the boat works, great place to be. One of the things, and Renee will show you, this marina has is these fenders all along every T-dock and at their where they haul your boat in and out. So you don't have to fender up all the time. You can just pull up next to their docks, and they already got these beautiful fenders, these carpeted fenders all along the docks. Wonderful thing. This is those little things. Free showers, free laundry, beautiful. Everything's beautiful here. It's tremendous. It's just totally tremendous. Our plans right now, the plans today are we're going to leave here and go to Sydney next week, we hope, if the weather window opens up. And our plan is to try to go to Western Australia and go to Perth. We want to see that country. We're going to go the wrong way around Australia, what they call the wrong way. We're going to try to cross the bight, so we've got to hit the weather window just right there. And we may not make it. We may have to turn around and come back up the Gold Coast and go to the Barrier Reef and do it the other way. But either way, it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be fun, and we look forward to seeing you guys out there on the water. You ready?
I'm ready, baby.
All right, so we are going to the pap smear.
No, we are not.
Oh, we're going to the mammogram.
The mammogram.
I told her I could do the mammogram myself.
Private
I could do a better inspection of those babies than anybody else.
Cut.
No, there's no need to cut. I mean, really, these are like machined surgical instruments when it comes to mammograms and pap smears. What's a pap smear? Is that the down under?
Move forward.
Is that the down under rally? Is that the down under rally? That's the down under rally. Everybody signing up for the down under rally? Well, that's bad. Not with my wife though. We're not. She's not part of the down under rally.
Oh my gosh! Could you just talk about the subject? Stay on topic.
So we're going to the breast exam place, and I'm going to help the doctor. I'm going to duck into some other. I'm going to duck into some other rooms, put a white coat on, and we're going to do some. I'm going to do some exams for him.
It's not a doctor exam; it's a machine.
Well, I'm going to adjust. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to help adjust the women in those machines.